Pleasant good morning to all my dear students. I hope you all are fine and taking good care of your health. Students, today we will start one more writing skill new topic, that is message writing. You all are aware what is message writing. When you receive message for your father, mother or your brother or sister from their loved ones in their absence, you receive the message and convey to your parents or to your brother or sister. And this is the way in language also we have to study the format. If you want to give a written message, how will you? Then for that we need to learn the proper format, that how you are going to give a message in a proper format, a written piece of information to your family. For that we have to understand the format, that how to write a message. As I told you, it is a way to convey the message to the person for whom it is meant, and we receive the message in their absence. Now, in this, what you have to remember, that what are the purpose for which we need a message. First is to request someone to do some work. Second, to give some important information, to give some sort of explanation, or to apologize to someone. And fifth category will be if you receive message for your family members in their absence. If you receive a telephone for your mother, and if your mother is not at your if your mother was not at your home, then you receive the message and suddenly you have to go for your tuition. So in that case you will write the message and convey the message to your mother. In this, no address is required. Time and date should be written. Salutation should be brief. Write the name of the caller, the one who wants to convey the message or from whom the call has been given and who gave the message for your mother, father or your brother or sister. Next, write the message clearly. Do not add anything of your own. Use reported speech, that is direct and indirect speech you have studied in your previous class, and accordingly you have to write the message. Do not exceed the word limit, as the word limit will be only 50 words. The message must be placed in a box. Like you write notice is always displayed in a box. Similarly, message is also displayed in a box. So these are the following points we need to remember while writing the message. I repeat again, word limit should be of 50 words. Okay, not more than 50 words. It should be written in a box. Third, we need to use reported speech. Write the message clearly. Name of the caller, time and date should be written, and salutation in brief. Okay, regarding, suppose you are writing a message for your mother, dear mama, like this you have to write the salutation in brief. So this is the format of message writing. First of all, you will draw a box. On the top you will write message. Then you will write the date, time, leave one line, and after that you have to write the salutation. Then the body of the message, what message you received, and last is again leave one line and write the addresser, that is your name, that who received the message, you received the message, right? And in the end you have to write down your name. So let's take a look at the sample. Himani has to go to her friend's house to bring a book. Just as she is about to leave, her father calls and asks her to inform her mother that a few guests would be coming for dinner that day. Himani leave the following message for her mother. As in the beginning it has mentioned that Himani has to go to her friend's home for collecting her book. So when she was about to leave, her father called and left a message for her mother, and now she has to write the message for her mother. on a paper, and let's see how she has written. First of all, box. On the top, message is there. Then date is there, that 4 p.m. Sorry, time is there, 4 p.m., followed by the date, on which date she is writing the message. And after that, message for mother or dear mama you can write. Okay, so dear mama or message for mother. Message will be brief, not word limit. As I told you, it should be in brief and not more than 50 words. And as I told you again, we have to use reported speech. So father called to, that means we have to write down in indirect speech. Father called to inform you that few guests would be coming for dinner tonight. Himani. That is, Himani is the addresser who received the message from her father. So this is the proper format, this is the way we have to write the message. So I hope message is clear to you, that how to write the message. So related to that, I had given you 2 questions. Read the questions carefully and solve them in your rough notebook. Next, one more example. Let's take where we have a telephonic conversation, and we will read this telephonic conversation and see who received the message and what message has been given. Soumya, hello. There is a conversation between Soumya and Parth. Parth, hello, this is Parth, Rohan's friend. Is Rohan at home? Soumya said, sorry, my brother is not at home. Any message for him? Parth, please tell him that our music teacher would be taking an extra class today at 6 p.m. and attendance is compulsory. Soumya, thank you for the information. I will convey the message to my brother. Now Soumya has received message from Parth for Rohan. Rohan is Soumya's brother and he was not at home. So let's see how she'll write the message. On the top, message, then on the left hand side, time, date, salutation is Rohan. Either you write dear Rohan or message for Rohan, or you can simply write Rohan. Now Parth called. We have to write the message in brief. I am repeating again, in brief. Parth called to inform you about extra classes for music at 6 p.m. today. Attendance is compulsory. Soumya. So I hope message writing is clear to everyone. If any doubt is there, you are free to ask in online class. So till then, I'll end today's session here. Thank you and have a nice day.